Center-state relations. Verdicts of the Supreme Court of India in which of the following cases have a direct bearing on center-state relations? 1. S.R. Bomai case. 2. Kesav Nanda Bharti case. 3. Menaka Gandhi case. Case. 4th. Indira Sahni case. Solution. And answer is 1. On S.R. Bomai versus Union of India case, Supreme Court had imposes some restriction on the use of Article 356. This restriction protects the federal features of our Constitution. Next. Which of the following constitutional provisions facilitate union control over states? All India Services, grants in aid, interstate councils. Answer 1, 2 and 3. Next, in the matters of residual powers, the Constitution of India follows Constitution of Australia, Constitution of Canada, Government of India 1935. It takes the precedent from the Constitution of UK. Answer is Constitution of Canada. Next, Interstate Council was established in the year 1990. It was recommended by which of the following commissions? Select the correct answers. Panchi Commission, Administrative Reforms Commission, Raj Mannar Committee, Sarkariya Commission. So answer is select the correct answers. First में answer शायद maybe 1, 2, 3 3 है. Fifth, consider the following statements. Laws of the Parliament are also applicable to the Indian citizens and their properties in any part of the world. Laws made by the state legislature are also applicable outside the state when a sufficient nexus between the state and the object exists. Which of the following statement is correct? Answer is both 1 and 2. Next, the President can make regulations for the peace, progress and good government of which of these union territories? So, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Delhi, Ladakh, Pondicherry. The regulations made by the President for these 5 states has the same force and effect as an act of Parliament. Next, if a state has already made a law on a subject enumerated in the concurrent list and at a later stage center has also made a law on the same subject, which of the following statement holds true in this case? 1. State law will always prevail. State law will prevail only if the state law has been reserved for the consideration of the President and has received its assent. Answer is only 2. During the President's rule, if a law is made by the Parliament on the state list subject in relation to that state, such law will remain in force for how long? Only till the President's rule lasts. Such law continues to be operative even after President's rule until it is repealed by the state legislature. Only Parliament can repeal such laws. Such laws can be repealed only by answer is B. Which of these state legislature can impose tax? 1. Electricity sold to the center, supply of goods and services taking place outside the state. Answer is D. None of the above. Next, which of the following holds true for GST Council? 1. GST Council is a statutory body. It recommends the net proceeds of taxes to be shared between the center and the states. GST Council can recommend any special rates during national calamity or disaster. Answer is 3 only. Solution. In goods and services tax, GST Council in India recommends the net proceeds of taxes to be shared between the center and the states as per the provisions of the Indian Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016, which introduced the GST. The net proceeds of GST are to be divided between the center and the states in a manner recommended by the GST Council. The GST Council is a constitutional body that consists of the Union Finance Minister as the chairperson, the Union Minister of State for Finance and the Finance Ministers of all the states and union territories with legislatures. The Council recommends the rates, threshold limits, exemptions and other related matters for the GST. The Council also recommends the revision of the net proceeds of GST between the center and the states. The recommendations are made based on the principle of revenue collection, administrative efficiency, economic development and equity. The recommendations are then presented to the Parliament and the state legislatures for 29A of the Indian Constitution, which was inserted by the Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016 to give effect to the goods and services tax GST in India. The Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016 provides for the creation of the GST Council and specifies its composition, functions and powers. The Council is composed of the Union Finance Minister as the chairperson, the Union Minister of State for Finance and the Finance Minister of all the states and union territories with legislature. The Council has been given the power to make recommendations to the center and the states on various aspects of the GST, including rates, exemptions and procedures. The recommendations made by the GST Council are binding on both the center and the states as per the provisions of the GST Acts. Therefore, the GST Council is a constitutional body created under the Indian Constitution and its decisions and recommendations have legal force under the GST Acts. The GST Council can recommend special rates for goods and services that are required for disaster management or relief efforts. Under the GST regime in India, the GST rates for goods and services are generally fixed in a range of 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. However, the GST Council has the power to recommend a special rate for any goods or services based on the circumstances and needs of the country. In the past, GST Council has recommended special rates for goods and services required for disaster management or relief efforts. For example, in September 2019, the Council recommended a reduced rate of 12% for relief materials such as cots, mattresses and blankets, which were supplied to the victims of floods and other natural calamities in the states of Karnataka, Maharashtra and Kerala. Therefore, the GST Council can recommend special rates for goods and services required for disaster management or relief efforts based on the specific circumstances.